I'm Pern.
And I'm Dave.
Welcome to the show, where we talk about everything from movies, music, sports, and TV.
And stories from the rest of our lives.
Things we don't talk about are politics and religion.
And this is how we all stay friends.
Okay, let's talk. I am ready to go this week.
Well, we did have we have seen each other more this week than we have in normal trips because
we had an outing.
We had an outing.
A Pern Dave outing with our wives.
With the wives, which was even more so.
Because I don't think we've ever done that before with
both of our wives. No, I don't think so either. As long as we've been, yes.
Right. Married, you've been married 30 years, right?
Yeah,
are you on 30 now?
Yeah, let's go with 29 or 28.
Okay, right.
Yes.
And my wife and I are 20 this year. So that was, I can't believe we haven't, just the four of us, gone out and done something like that in the past. And it was so much fun.
Oh, yeah.
I absolutely enjoyed. And
I loved being critiqued driving the whole time.
Oh, my gosh. And it was just
them picking on us.
Oh, my gosh.
Everything
absolutely.
About the podcast.
We literally need to do an episode where it's all. I should have been recording in the car. I should have just had my phone on and record voice note mode.
Right.
And just been recording our conversations.
And it could have been an extra. We could have added that as an extra for the people who pay.
Yeah, the people that pay for the bonus footage.
The bonus footage, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
That would be. We had a lot of fun. It was great.
Oh my gosh, yes.
To go out, because and actually I haven't hung out with Lise in that amount of time in a long time. I mean, I've seen her over the years for 5-10 minutes or so, but never
well, since our Monday Night Football stuff.
Yeah, that was years ago.
Yeah, it's the only time we played Czech hockey. So yeah,
that too. So we had a really good time. It was great to
I did too.
Take our wives out, and
Lisa had a great time.
We took them on our normal Capitals hockey game adventure.
Yes.
So we have stops that we make, as we've discussed in previous episodes.
Right.
And when we were on the way and we were leaving, we were heading to pick you guys up, or heading to your house, because Dave, we drive to Dave's and Lisa's house, and then Dave drives.
It's on the way, technically.
Yeah, it's literally right off the highway. Yeah,
right.
So, and Dave drives into the city now, because I drive so much, and I'll get into another driving story in a few minutes.
Right.
Of yesterday's drive to work. So we go and we're on the way to your guys' house, and my wife knows that, after the games, we always stop at Krispy Kreme and we stop at Mario's.
Right.
And she just goes, "We're not stopping at Mario's tonight, are we?"
Oh, my gosh.
And I was like, yeah. And she just gave me the evil eye. And I'm like,
I had to warn Lisa, too.
I told her, I said, we're just going wherever the night takes us. And she goes, "We're not stopping at Mario's, are we?" I'm like, yeah, we are.
It's definitely,
so
we did.
In her defense, she, she's a school teacher. She works all day on Friday, and she's up at almost 5 o'clock in the morning to get up.
Her day started early.
Yeah, she had been up all day long, and then we go to a game Friday night, and by the time on the way to the drive-in, she's already wiped out as it is.
She could have napped in the car.
I told her that too, and but I told her, So we got home, I think, around 1 o'clock in the morning.
It was long. Yeah,
so it was a very long day for her. And and she even said, she goes, I can't do a Friday night game. I said, okay, next time I'll try to get Saturday night tickets, because Friday night it was really pushing it. And I love that she's still we went out and we had fun, and she had fun, and
trooper, definitely trooper for that long night. Yeah.
Because it was definitely, I think she fell asleep on the way from your house back to our house. It's like a 40-minute drive, and I think she, I don't know. I just had Christmas music on and was just just getting home, just getting home. Yeah, exactly.
The Christmas music.
Oh,
perfect.
But yeah, we had plenty of great conversations and just talking about all kinds of stuff that we don't talk about on the show. And
there were, I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
And these are points about the night. Mm-hmm. Were there a lot of Pittsburgh fans there?
Yes.
It seemed like an overly abundant.
It was
and
Capitals
maybe they were
versus Pittsburgh Penguins.
There could have been transplants.
It's always like
people
that.
Who were down here, but they just ship them in, I think, right?
It's only like a 3.5-4 hour drive to Pittsburgh.
True.
So, and they will drive down, and they've been doing it for years.
Well, it was tied in because they played, Washington played Pittsburgh too, at football.
Oh, yes, because it was the whole weekend.
They could have been down here all weekend.
Yeah, Washington went 0-2 on the weekend against Pittsburgh
they were
teams.
pretty bad. Well, they were talking about Florida teams went 0-11 until Miami played on Monday night.
Oh, yeah.
So
they did win last night?
They did win. They beat,
okay.
They won.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll get to that in NFL Blitz.
Oh, yeah.
At the end.
Yeah.
So, yes, there were a lot of Pittsburgh fans there.
Yes.
And I mean, it was a close game. It was a good game. It had a playoff atmosphere, high energy. I mean, it was like a fun game to watch. I mean, the periods were going by like super quick, and it was just like, wow. We had this one Pittsburgh fan that was sitting directly behind my wife, who was just obnoxious as fuck.
He was right in her ear, too,
and he was there with like his wife, girlfriend, and their baby,
like
he's up there like F this, fuck that, and no, you fucking pussies, and blah blah. And it was just
baby,
and I'm like
holding baby, barely keep its head up, a baby.
Yeah, great example for your child.
And no earphones, right?
No headphones.
No, the headphones.
Usually, like we've seen that, with little kids and babies at the game, they have like little headphones just because it gets really loud when goals are scored.
And even in between, it's really loud.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. Yeah, and then. Okay, so we again, you said we went to our little stops. Krispy Kreme. We jump out of the car and run in there, and there's a donut on the ground, which we
fell
made our
face
jokes
down.
About.
Yeah, icing down.
Totally did not get its day in someone's stomach.
No,
but we go in and we are closing the place, and we caught shit for going into this place so late, and we're like, yeah, but they want to get rid of those donuts too, right?
Who gave a shit for that?
And there were 3 people behind us too that came.
Oh, I know that came
us,
in.
Right?
Yeah, there was other people because then.
Are you sure it's not too late? Is what I was hearing, right? As we were opening the door, it's like, no, it's not too late. The guys,
no, they're open until 11.
Yeah,
and it was 10:35.
So yeah,
they still had 25 minutes. They had to be open,
and they still wanted to get rid of their inventory. So we helped them out.
We took 4 dozen donuts from them off their hands that they didn't have to throw out, and they actually sold.
And the donuts. So I split mine, right? We got a regular and another dozen of the.
Well, that was part of the deal. We had a coupon for 2 dozen donuts for $20, and it's 1 dozen of glazed, just the classic glazed, and then you could do an assortment on the other dozen.
On the other one,
yeah.
So no problem, and I had no issue with that.
And I picked 3 of the. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm
just
right.
Get into the details.
All the which
I really like
but none of the ones that we got that were the non-traditional ones, not the little, the ones that just mass produced ones, weren't very good.
Oh, you mean the special ones, like the lemon pie?
We got the lemon filled. We got apple one. We got a raspberry one. The raspberry one was good. Yeah. Don't get me wrong.
They didn't have the blueberry one though, because there's actually 4, and they were out of the blueberry.
Right.
One. Maybe that's the one that's the good one.
But at least we got home, and Sydney grabbed one of the apple ones, took one bite of it, and went bleh.
Well, my wife said that the lemon one was kind of like a key lime pie kind of thing. And she's like, it's still good, but it was just not.
I thought it was less filled than any other donut I've ever
really?
had. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
So, we tried
ended up not
Lisa had no problem with the chocolate one.
It was the chocolate silk. Yeah.
The chocolate silk one she had no problem with.
Yeah.
But said it was okay. But these
my
are Krispy
son had
Kremes,
that one.
man.
I didn't ask him. I know, right?
I can down just the plain ones nonstop and just make myself sick. Those were good. Those were really good.
I like the vanilla cream filled with the chocolate icing on the top.
Oh, you
those
do?
Those are my favorite ever.
Did you get any of those?
I did. I got 3 of those.
Oh, see, well then.
Did I get 4? I don't know. I got 3 or 4 of them. But yeah, because I was always
again.
I had 2. I had 2 when I got home, and I had 2 the next day. I was like,
I thought we were going to avoid that too, but yeah.
Well,
we just counted.
It's not donut politics.
That's true.
It's
yes, we won't hear about that.
They're not religious donuts, Dave.
And then with Mario's, we made the stop. They didn't even get out of the car this time.
Yeah, they just stayed in the car because I just went and grabbed a sub.
And could they be more expensive? Like I was looking at the subs.
They've always been that price.
Oh,
but everything in the place because it's a Carvel / Mario's Pizza House
for the cakes.
And even did you see the price on like the pizza, like the small pizza?
No,
it was like $20 for like the small 5 or 7 piece pizza or something. And I'm like, what?
We walked up
and their
I
pizza's
didn't get
not
anything,
that good.
But
their
you
subs
said, hey,
are amazing, but their pizza is terrible.
Oh, come on.
So yeah.
Well, you said, do you want anything? I was like, I don't know. And I'm looking at the menu, and it was just a meatball sub, like a small meatball. It was $13.
But you used to get the chicken, the grilled chicken sub.
Yeah, and I was looking at it, and I was like, but maybe meatball. I don't know. But then the meatball's like $13, and I went, oh my god, that's
normal
small,
price.
But it was the small one.
Oh yeah, it wasn't even the large one.
Yeah, it wasn't even the large
so
one.
the large,
like, oh my god,
the large lefty steak and cheese is $21 with tax or something like that.
Yeah,
but believe me, I got home and just sat at the
Did you stare at it for a little while?
No, I sat at the kitchen table and I unwrapped it and I had my soda and I just sit there and I just went.
You do definitely have a nostalgia for that one.
Good.
Yeah. You did that when I brought one at one time. It was pretty, I have to admit it. Okay,
and then I get halfway through it.
Leave you alone?
Maybe. And then I get halfway through it and I'm like, do I save the other half for tomorrow? No, I just eat it now.
You ate that too. We also ate at the arena too. But yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's
my
good.
gosh.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
And then I had 2 Krispy Kreme donuts after that. I sat down on the couch to play video games, and I was like, oh my God, I might throw up because I'm just like, I just ate so much. I now ate 2 Krispy Kreme donuts and a full Mario sub and sodas. I'm just like.
Plus everything we had at the arena.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't that much.
You had ice cream too?
No, I didn't. My wife had the ice cream.
True.
I didn't have the ice cream.
You were correct.
Oh, I had a bite. She gave me a bite of it, but I didn't.
Yeah, you were correct. Yeah. Yes. And you had to go miles to go get that. Almost the period was over.
It was on the other side of the arena. The ice cream place, it's Rita's or something like that. Right, it's frozen custard. And it used to be like we would come out of our little section on the concourse level and it was just like right around the corner. Well, no, they moved it to the other side of the arena. Mm-hmm. So you have to walk all the way. And so I went out to go to the bathroom at a stop and play where it was like, oh, they're cleaning the ice. It's a TV timeout. I'll just run out real quick and go to the bathroom. And my wife goes, oh, is there ice cream? I'm like, yeah, sure. Because I thought it was right around the corner.
Right there.
No problem. And I keep walking. I get out of the bathroom. I'm like, keep walking. I literally was on the other side of the building from where our seats are to get the ice cream and got back. And there was like, 3 minutes left in the period. And I'm like, maybe that's why the period's went so fast. Because I missed almost the second half of the second period.
Right. And of course, Mr. Popularity, we're there for like 5 seconds and you run into somebody.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We walked through the door. I'm like, Ethan.
Yeah. So you met someone there, took a selfie.
It's a friend of the family I've known for years. Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
And giant stadium and you find someone.
And then one of the guys on the Voltage team that you don't know, he's a newer player. He was sitting in the section above us up in the 400s and he texted me, he goes, where are you sitting? And I'm like, so I had like,
he knew you were there.
Yeah, there were several people that knew I was there and I knew they were there. It was just funny that there's always somebody at the game now. It seems like I know, or they know me, or
you're just in crowd. That's what
I am. Well, we stop at your house to pick you guys up and right out of the car, a person I've never met goes, is that Pern from Pern Dave? Let's Talk.
We got mobbed by my daughter and her friend. It was kind of funny because they were piling out of the car.
And it was Sydney's friend Marley, who I've never actually met, but I know of Marley over the years because over the years, Dave was like, oh yeah, Marley goes with us, we'll go on vacation, stuff like that. It's like, Sid's best friend of the family.
She's amazing.
Yeah. And so I finally got to meet her face to face, which was very nice to now put a face to the name and know, like, okay, that's Marley. Got it. It's not a dog, Marley and me.
That one. Yeah, it's not.
That's a different.
It's not the whole thing.
Was that Jennifer Aniston and Owen Wilson? Is that what Marley and Me was?
I believe it was.
Is that who was in that?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Good call. I
think I could be wrong. That might be a correction, a future correction. Back to my driving thing real quick, though. So thank you for driving to the game, into DC and back, because
it's not a problem.
I drive 4 nights a week. I'm in the car over 2 hours a night driving to and from work. And it's just, I drive so much. When I get the chance to not drive, trust me, I don't want to drive.
Well, you navigated. So it was perfect.
And so we were going. So yesterday I'm on my way to work. And so keep in mind, I have my dash cam in my van, which I've mentioned in the past.
Right.
And I said nothing, really exciting's happened. I think the only 2 things that had happened before yesterday were I saw a bald eagle flying around, and I'm not sure it got on camera because I never went back and looked at the footage. Right. And then I had one where I was sitting at a red light in a left turn lane at a light, and a motorcycle, he was being impatient, who was behind me, pulls out and goes around me to my right side and then left across the intersection on a red light.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, that's how motorcyclists get killed.
And
I had it on video, and I actually saved that on my computer. I showed my son. I'm like, if you ever ride a motorcycle, do not do this stupid shit. This is how you get killed.
Yeah.
Doing it's red and you decide you're going to just take off and go through the intersection. Anyway, so I'm on the way to work. And I'm just past the Charlestown exit to go up, Charlestown slots and stuff like that. It's where the homespun burgers and fries place is that we still have not gone to, but we've talked about multiple times. Right? Yes. So when you go just past that exit, there's right in the middle of the road. It's a 2-lane divided highway.
Yes.
Right. 4 lanes total, 2 lanes on each side. Yes, divided highway. And there's the little turnaround where like the police can sit in the middle and where they run radar, or they, or ambulances or whatever, emergency equipment can turn around.
Authorized vehicles only.
Exactly. I'm in the left lane. I'm the 4th car in this group, and we're all doing like 60, 62 through that area.
Right, up speed.
And the car that's in the very front all of a sudden has realized, oh, I just missed my exit, and slams on the brakes and turns into the emergency turnaround thing, slowing us down to literally 20 miles an hour. I almost rear-ended the minivan in front of me, and I couldn't swerve into the other lane because there was literally a car right beside me in the right lane. I had nowhere to go, and
escape.
Thank God I changed the brake pads like just 2 months ago, and I've got new tires, and I'm like, but it was like slam on the brakes, almost rear-ending the car in front of me. And then when we started going again, as we passed, I like laid on the horn and just gave the guy the fucking finger. I was just like, you son of a bitch. And I've got that on my dash cam too.
When you could go just a little further
down around the corner and go to the light and turn and come back.
And turn around.
Yes, exactly.
It's not that far.
Yeah, but no, it was this little like,
you don't want to be inconvenienced.
It was like this little VW Jetta, whatever, something with tinted windows and like, oh yeah, you're a badass, whatever. Blah. I'm like, it doesn't make up for being stupid because, I was just infuriated. So that it's shit like that almost causes accidents.
Yeah, well,
because if my van gets one more accident, it's going to be totaled, and I need to keep onto that hold of that van because I'm like,
have that.
Yeah, that car's been paid for, 24 years old. I'm keeping that thing running.
I said Lyndon.
Duct tape.
I'm sorry.
What?
I said Lyndon's going to get that car.
Oh, Lyndon, your dog?
Yeah, my dog's going to get that car.
I'm going to give the van to your dog and not my son, London. Yes, that's fine. That's all. It's fine.
Well, my dog's big enough to drive.
We just start talking, and it's just, I know. Was that who had the Caps jersey on?
Yes, it was Lyndon.
We got at the Caps game. It was London. London came over to your house and you put the jersey on. And so Dave
we had a picture of Lyndon on.
It's the 50th anniversary of the Capitals this year, so they gave away Friday night at the game, big popular game. They gave away 50th anniversary like replica jerseys that are old school looking Capitals jerseys.
And I wish they would give them away at the end of the game instead of you having to haul them around.
Oh, well, Karen used it as a blanket across her lap because she was getting cold.
That, right.
So that was
but
fine.
That kind of was inconvenient, walking around with a big plastic bag jersey all
Everybody's
night.
crinkling like we do when we get to open the chips.
And then where do you
like
put it? And it's
it's in plastic. I just put them down on the floor. I'm like, well, if something gets on them, whatever, I'm throwing the plastic away.
Exactly.
Like it's in the plastic. It's protected. That's what the plastic's for.
It's got to get
anyway, they only had one size. It was like one size fits all. Like it was just an XL. And that was it.
Didn't because I put it on. It was really bad.
Dave tried to squeeze into it.
Oh my God.
So he was like, no, I'm just still a little too big for this. So he put it on his dog, Lyndon.
Oh yeah.
And then sends us the picture of Lyndon wearing the jersey, which was just really funny because
it fit
it's just
perfectly.
Cute. Your dog wearing a Caps jersey.
He's huge, but
I've got one when we first got Reese. I got her a little Caps jersey. But now she won't fit into it because she got bigger and
they always
and it's like the small dog size.
They always grow.
Anyway, okay, so I go to work. We're back onto the car thing. So I get to work. Work's fine. Whatever. Blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm driving home and I'm coming down. I live in these little back road area off the major highways, and it's at night. I see deer and opossum and raccoons
around
and
here?
squirrels and oh my God, everywhere. It's like because at night they just roam wherever because they just there's no cars on the road. Except when I come through.
Of course.
So I come through last night and there's like this little S-type turn that we come through. And just as I'm getting ready to turn, here are these two little raccoons on the side of the road that decide, we're going to go now.
Oh, right when you're...
And jump. And I'm like, slam on the brakes and I slam on the horn. I'm like, son of a bitch. And I've got that on my dash cam too. No, but I've got it on my dash cam and it has audio.
Yes.
So I brought the...
Perfect.
I have it here. That's what I had to go get before we started. Because I've got the
Is this going to be a soundbite?
I don't know. We might. We might have to pause.
We're going to add that
me screaming at the raccoons crossing the road as I was coming home last night. Okay, give it a second.
Get out of the fucking way! God damn it!
Okay, yes, okay. I lost it. I was just losing it. I was just losing it.
Yeah, well, that would do it. I
mean, because I didn't want to hit these two because it was like obviously like the parent raccoon and a baby raccoon. Right? It was just, and I'm just like I slammed on the brakes. Luckily, they scattered and went back into the woods and stuff. And I was just like, oh my God! I'm like, just get me home. I just should not be driving today. I should not be driving today at all.
Double incidents.
One of those days, man.
So okay, we're now knee deep into.
Oh,
not yet?
No, not yet. Hold on. One other thing. One other thing. Oh, I just cut off Dave's segue. Oh,
no,
sorry.
No, it's okay. We can try it again.
So we did get a nice response on our Facebook post that we put up. Oh, there was two things. So, I posted the episode this week, which was our election coverage. Our 1 week that we talked about politics. In the episode.
Yeah,
and we had a very nice comment that that we were the best election coverage yet or something or whatever. And it was, and it had like a little blue heart and a little red heart and funny. Like a smile. So it was like, okay. Cause we tried to keep it straight down the middle. I mean, if you know us, you probably know which way we lean and go and stuff, but we tried to keep it, impartial. Is that what I'm trying to say?
That's good. Go with that.
But we did. We got a very nice compliment on Facebook for basically, not beating it down to one side or the other, or beating the other one up one side or the other, and all that.
No reason.
So when I posted the post on Facebook, I put it on our Pern Dave Let's Talk Facebook page. So if you go on Facebook, Pern Dave Let's Talk. Yep. But I have a personal Facebook page too, and I always put it on that for my friends and family and stuff like that to see it, and they can go check out the episode too. So I copy and paste the same posting and I put it up on both Facebook pages. Yeah. I put the first one up on the Pern Dave Let's Talk one, and it was basically the highlight of the description that's on buzzsprout.com, where it says, disclaimer, this week we talk about politics and things because of the election and all that stuff or whatever. Okay. I copy and pasted the first 2 or 3 lines and put it in the description for the Facebook post. I go to publish the Facebook post. It goes. I go over to my personal account, copy and paste all of it, put the picture in and everything, boom, post it, same exact thing. About 10 minutes later, I'm on my phone and I look and I've got an email from Meta Facebook saying that my post has been flagged and taken down. And it was on the Pern Dave Let's Talk. And I was like, and then as I read further in the email, it says that I'm not allowed to post any posts that have the words politics or elections in it. Wow. And I was like, well, I had both of those in there because I said, there's no politics, broke our no politics talk and it's the election 2024. And so it flagged it, but it didn't flag me on my personal account. Oh. But on my Pern Dave Let's Talk one, I had to go and re-edit the comment for them to let me post the link to the new episode and all that stuff. And I was just like, that makes no sense to me. I really don't understand.
If you weren't such
Facebook.
a troublemaker, it wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, because we never, and if it wasn't just a bot scanning words, because we never talk about politics, and we never, and finally one episode we do, and I can't even put the word out.
Now we're flagged. Thank you.
Now we're flagged on Facebook. So thanks,
Wonderful.
Facebook.
Thank you.
Yeah, whatever,
Great.
Facebook, whatever.
Is it time?
It's time. Dave's been dying to start this topic. Okay, let's go.
So Thanksgiving. We're knee deep into Thanksgiving and also right into the holidays. Yes. And of course, the websites all now have their ramp up of Christmas toys. So
like
now,
Amazon and Target,
whatever's hot, whatever's ready to go. Yeah. So I compiled a list here of the buy them now for your child or resell them on eBay.
Like the new
hottest toys for 2024.
Resell them on
eBay.
I've done that before.
I'm telling you, right?
If
you can get your hands on these things, they're hot. They're going to go. Right. So if you want to make cash.
I want to add to this list if you don't have it on there already. So
I am sure you will. Okay. Because there's a few on here that are just kind of
stupid. So what are the kids must-haves for the 2024 Christmas holiday season?
Okay, so we're looking at one here. It's a Disney Crystal Surprise, and basically it's just a ball. Okay, and it has Disney themed things in it. And I was like, "What? This means nothing to me." It's like, if I was a kid and I got this,
I think I need to see a picture of this because I'm not following you.
Okay, it's basically like a plastic egg kind of thing.
Okay.
And it's crystal form.
Like a crystal ball. It's kind of like looking
and
at
it has characters from Disney themed.
Future.
Wow. We're going to that again.
Sorry.
Wow, that's twice now.
Sorry, we might have to ban it like AI.
Yeah, that'd be good. Okay, sorry. So they have that. And basically it's just a holder for miniature characters, Disney characters, and themes. Like that's one whole thing. So you get a bunch of Lion Kings in the Lion King crystal ball. It's weird. I didn't think it was anything worth it.
Moana.
Yeah.
Oh, and at the Carvel, we saw the Moana cake toppers. How much was that going to cost?
I don't know, but
the Carvel ice cream cakes were like $60, $40, $50, and $60.
Yeah, for
a large milkshake, it was $10. I'm like, dude, $5 shake's my limit. So what the hell? Okay. So back to Christmas. Back to
okay. Next one. Cookies and it's spelled wrong. Cookies Makery Freezy Cakes Fridge, and basically it's a fridge. Okay, it's basically a plastic refrigerator.
I think you just crossed my brain wires with that one. Can you say it again?
Okay, yeah. It's the Cookies Makery Freezy Cakes Fridge.
freezy cakes for. Okay. Gotcha.
And basically what it is it comes with a refrigerator. Inside the refrigerator are all the things to make a cake in like plastic form, like a plaything.
Like going to the store. Okay.
Right. And a boxed cake mix. When you open it, there's a fluffy toy in it that looks like a cake.
Is that also sealed in plastic inside of the mix?
It's all in. No, so it's not a cake mix. It's just a box that looks like a cake mix.
Oh, and
you open the box, you take it out, and the toy inflates to this fluffy toy. Okay. And it's a cake.
Yeah, give me one of those, Dave. That's what I want for Christmas.
Is that what you want? A nice cake.
Yeah.
And also all the stuff to make the cake, because it had like fake egg and a fake bowl and a mixer.
It's going to be my
dessert.
dessert.
all in this one for you.
My Christmas
you gotta
dessert.
love it.
Right. Find one of those.
Okay, so there's a tie in here, Mr. Beast Lab Mutators. And basically it's the Mr. Beast character.
From YouTube, Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast, but
Mr. Beast, the famous.
Some kind of character logo thing that he made with a Wolfman kind of
he has his own candy bars too, right?
Yeah, right. We should try them.
We should.
They have a bunch of different ones.
Yeah, let's promote Mr. Beast because he needs more money.
He needs a lot more money.
Hey, Mr.
right?
Beast, we could use a sponsorship.
Right.
We love you.
Hot Wheels Ultimate Shark Car Wash. And it's a car wash, but in the middle of it, there's a shark that the car goes through.
Well, I was about to say, is it shaped like a big shark, but it's a car wash and you drive the car
really
through it? Like
cool
it goes into its mouth and comes out through its butt?
But no,
something?
it's like part of it is a car wash, like a regular car wash stuff. And then there's a shark in the middle of it. And then there's a little more car wash stuff at the end.
So the shark doesn't do anything except sits there.
He sits there and you just drive through him and get washed with shark breath or guts or whatever's inside. Hatch Animals Alive Mystery Hatch. Basically,
haven't they had those
another
for years?
Egg. Well, this is hot now, so this is
the egg thing. What was it called before? Not Granimals. What was that thing called before? It was the egg that it was super hot that one Christmas.
I am not sure. But it could be Hatch.
Okay, you keep talking and let me look.
Okay, you're looking at that. Okay. There's one this one I want. It's the Legos Jaws scene.
Oh my God, yes.
Where
I saw the original concept
ship.
on that.
Yes,
really back like a year ago before it went into production. Yes. Oh my God, I would totally take the Jaws shark
the whole
Lego
thing.
set.
And the shark is there, and you got Quint on the bow.
You got Quint and Brody.
You got the barrels on the thing. I was just like, that is amazing. That's really good.
Yep.
Let me just go through a couple of these. Some of these suck. Chicken Dance Elmo. I thought we already went through the Elmo phase. Now he's back again.
I don't think Elmo's ever left.
They don't think so?
Hatchimals Mystery?
Yeah, Hatchables Alive Mystery Hatch.
Hatchimals.
Hatchimals. Yeah.
Yeah, those are the same thing as before. So they've just brought it back again as a new.
Yeah. Look, Tamagotchi's getting a good grab on the market again too. So
that's the same thing I remember from before.
It is. So yeah, I don't know.
Hatchimals. Whatever. Okay.
Okay, so Miniverse Make It Mini Harry Potter potions. Like, could they add more shit in this thing?
Did you see the Harry Potter baking show that's coming on HBO Max?
No. Yeah. Is that a thing?
Yes. It's a Harry Potter baking show, and it's like, they all get on the train at 9 3/4 to go to Hogwarts to bake cakes, and they're all Harry Potter. And I'm like, I think you've milked all this one out, all you got out of it. Okay, it's just a baking competition, Harry Potter
actually
baking
at
competition
Hogwarts.
show well, obviously on a set, but like whatever. Okay. So yeah, the next one after the Harry Potter one.
Okay, so this is a good one. Melissa and Doug wooden vending machine.
Oh, nice.
This thing works. It works. Like you can actually be the owner of the vending machine and you open the back of it and put products in and then close it all up. Then you get the little plastic coins. You put it in the specific one and it opens the right one and dumps it into the bottom.
Wait. So hold on. So it doesn't take wooden nickels?
No, it just takes little plastic coins.
Because the Melissa and Doug stuff's all little wood stuff.
It is all wood. So it could nickels be, you know what? It might be wooden coins. I saw when I looked at it, it looked plastic.
They were maybe painted silver?
I would say they were, but no, they were one. Okay, so there's different levels and it was red, blue, green for the levels. So the coins matched the level. So you had a red, green, and blue coin.
Yeah. I gotcha.
And you put it in there and you get to pick one, you hit the button and it pushes it. The item falls into the bottom and you can grab it out of the bottom.
How big is this thing?
It wasn't, I would say 2 to 3 feet.
It was
not huge.
Okay.
But it was a standard size and it had 9 different slots and the bottom tray.
I'm gonna have to see
and
this.
You can open the back. You got to look that one up.
Somebody on YouTube's
awesome.
got to do an unpacking.
Melissa and
Doug's vending machine.
It had videos of it actually in use, or the little kid playing with it.
I mean, I know times are getting hard, but the fact that they had to start a vending machine
business.
What's Melissa and Doug going to be doing on the side after this? I mean, the dark alley.
Okay, so this is a good one. The Play-Doh pizza scooter. Now I can see a lot of problems with this. It's an actual scooter that the kid can get on and deliver pizzas that they make in the back of the scooter, and you can deliver the pizza out of Play-Doh.
Delivering Play-Doh pizza.
I can almost see this being mushed into the ground as the kid drives all over it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? I mean, that's kind of what you're going to do.
Right?
You're going to put it on the ground. You're going to run over it 6 or 8 times, and you're going to be done with it.
Remind me on next year's episode this time, I'm going to need to see pictures of all this stuff beforehand.
Oh, you know what? I should have. I should have actually done it.
Remind me next year at Halloween. Remind me, hey, when we do the episode on the hot Christmas toys, Pern needs to see pictures. You got to see I got to have visuals because I'm having trouble
totally lost,
building this in my head right now.
Yeah, because there are so many other ones here that are just annoying.
Okay, keep going.
The Furby Galaxy Edition. Now it's Furby because we've lived the Furby trend.
Hatchimals.
It is now Galaxy Edition. It glows in the dark. Do you want to guess the price on this one? Because I actually grabbed the price on this.
$69.99.
It is $40.
Wow.
And it's just a regular Furby. And we've seen the Furbies. So.
Yeah, right. Oh, they're small.
Oh, God, yes.
So,
yeah. Gosh. So this got me all nostalgic, right? And so the first thing I thought of was when I was a kid, some of the toys I was playing with, and it wasn't a freaking vending machine. All of my stuff was like really small. Do you remember? So I actually went out and grabbed some of the toys stuff from 1977.
Okay.
Because that's when we were 7. That's 7 years old, right?
And 77 is when Star Wars came out. So that Christmas after Star Wars came out, everything was Star Wars action figures, Star Wars toys. I was into Star Wars for like 10 years still. I still am.
Right.
I'm 53 and I'm still Star Wars toys.
Right. Exactly, right? So here's some of the list. Do you remember the Mattel electronic football?
Yes, of course. I've got buttons. One. I could probably get one in your hands in less than 60 seconds.
Oh, you could find it somewhere around here.
I think I know where it is.
It was just dashes, and you moved the dashes around and made sure you didn't hit the other dashes and in your way towards the end zone. And then you kind of went back and forth, and you would hand it off to your friend, and he would go the opposite direction.
Exactly.
You didn't control anything. Right. You just had to watch while he was moving the buttons around. Yep. So there was that one. And you could kick field goals, which almost made no sense either.
No sense for field goals.
Right, yeah.
And it made no sense that the timer in it, the countdown timer, actually could tick, and you would hear it.
You would hear it going while you were running.
But it wasn't like the little computer-y noise. It was like...
Yeah, it was just the weirdest.
It sounded like your watch was really ticking in your ear. Going, okay, no pressure on the Mattel football.
So, 1977,
yes, I had one of those.
The big thing was Polaroid cameras. So a Polaroid camera was.
I still have a Polaroid camera too.
Oh wow, that's kind of cool. The Fonzie action figure with motorcycle.
Oh, I want to try to see that in my head, but I can't picture it. So I might have to see a picture of it.
And the Evel Knievel one was the same scenario. But I had one.
Oh, wait, hold on. So the Fonzie one was the same as the Evel Knievel, where you put on the little red thing and you wind it up and then let it go?
It only was an action figure, so it didn't have the action.
I thought you said it was like the Evel Knievel.
But I actually had an Evel Knievel one that actually did that. Too. And you would like run it real quick and then stop it. And then that triggered it to go flying.
And it would shoot Evel Knievel doing wheelies, down at least,
that was our technology.
Of a block down the street.
Yeah, man-made or man-powered technology.
Man-powered energy.
The AFX racing car set. Do you remember the plastic tracks you had to put together?
Yes.
And everything was electric, and you kind of put the little car on, and when it would go into a curve too hard, it would just go flying off.
Fishtail or fly off the thing. You'd always
have to grab
it. It was supposed to teach you to control your electric current in turns, how it's physics. It's teaching you how to drive a car, Dave. Yes. You don't just go around a corner at 65 miles an hour.
I want it going fast. Why are you racing if you're not going to be able to go fast?
And then you'd race them for so long that you'd have to get like some steel wool and brush off the contacts on the bottom of the car.
Or your tracks, plastic connectors would break.
Right.
So then they never made the right contact anyway, and it would stop on that straightaway or whatever.
Yep.
Always fun.
Had one of those too. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Hungry Hippo was a big thing in 77.
Yep.
The original, not the new one.
I can get you one of those in less than 60 seconds.
I can imagine.
Also. It's literally in the other room on the shelf.
Okay, so this one's interesting. The Viewmaster. Do you remember this?
Absolutely.
The circle went into the little binoculars.
Like binocular goggle thing.
And you clicked through it. I always remember the one that was Disney.
Of course,
of course
we do.
Go through the Disney ones, right?
We do.
We do.
Totally can still see it in my head.
To a whole generation
I'm looking at it right now.
They have no generation. They have no idea what we're talking about.
Masters, but yeah.
That's why I had to explain it. Okay. And then, of course, Matchbox cars were big.
Yep.
I've
got a ton of Matchbox
and the orange track where it did the loop. And it was just a set.
Yes.
And you had to clamp it to a desk or something.
To get the downward,
to get it going down to get it
looping through.
But you had to make sure you got it right, because if you didn't have enough power, you never got it through the loop.
No, it would like, quarter of the way up and then fall off.
Right. Or the cars were sometimes
these little
too big.
lead cars.
Yeah, there were barely any weight to them anyway.
That you're just trying to use normal gravity.
So
give me the Evil Knievel launcher and launch that car down the ramp.
Well, now they have the ones where it goes in and it's got a like a bumper or something.
Yeah,
that
so
pushes the car
continues
through,
it through,
and then they crash at the crossroads when you get them all lined up the right.
Yeah.
So there's that whole thing. So yeah, there's the Matchbox ones. Roller skates were a big thing too. I had a pair of
rollerblades, not inline.
Oh no, these were the 8 wheels, 4 per foot,
4 wheels
that
on
were
each corner of your foot, 2 at your heels, 2 at your toes, and none of this inline stuff.
No, not at all.
Had roller skates too. I actually learned. I knew how to roller skate and had roller skates and would go to the roller rink and stuff like that. So then when I finally did start playing hockey, me transitioning into skating wasn't that like I had the balance it thing down.
Right.
So it was just learning to skate on these like single blades, not having 4 wheels. But I already had my balance on wheels in motion like that and knew how to handle it. So
I didn't start playing until I was 25.
I know.
So I was on rollerblades through college.
Yeah.
And so when I hit the ice, I was able to transition the same scenario.
Yeah. Like you're like, oh, I know this. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I can
actually, there's less resistance. Better, it's the same exact physics, but it's just less resistance.
Less resistance. Yeah.
So, yeah.
So there was that. Tinker toys were a thing.
Oh my God. I had all this stuff, Dave.
With, you put them into
little wheels.
Yeah. The wheels.
The wooden wheels that have little holes drilled out all around
Not
them.
like this Connects where it was all plastic. Yeah. These were wooden. and you would wear them out to the point where they wouldn't fit into the hole anymore, or they would be stripped out of the hole.
From buffing your wood
and they
too
just
hard.
didn't work at all. Well, once you're tinkering too much, right? You just tinker too much and your tinker toys don't work anymore.
Buffing your...
This was a big one. The big wheel versus the green machine. I had a big wheel.
I had a big wheel.
The green machine seemed always so complicated because it wasn't a steering wheel, it was levers.
Right.
And you levered how to get the steering wheel going, and you'd always overdo it. Like you'd overdo it. So I was pro big wheel. I was a green machine, not exactly.
I think my friend Tracy Powell, who lived up the street, had the green machine, because we definitely had big wheels, because we had our it was almost like a little big wheel gang.
Right.
You know, and it was like in the commercial when you see like 3 of them in a row.
Right. Yes. And they were all together.
New from Zona, the big wheel. You know, and it's like.
Well, did you have the
side brake?
Yeah.
The e-brake, of course.
Got you going sideways?
Of course.
I didn't have that. No.
Oh, yeah. I had the e-brake, and I also I would use, all you had to do was like lock your feet to stop the front wheel, and I would use that as my brakes.
Oh, right.
So I would end up, and it would end up then catching and stopping in the same spot, where I would end up wearing a hole through the plastic tire.
Right, exactly.
And then would need a new big wheel.
Of course.
Yeah. So I went through at least 3 big wheels.
Yeah, mine was
because I wore the tires out.
Where we were, they would always sand to treat the roads.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time spring came around and you were able to get out on your thing, there was sand evereverhere.
Oh,
so you could use the sand like amazing. Like you were coming down the hill,
slide on that,
get into that sand and just that was
our X Sports.
Oh my gosh, yes.
What is it? X Games? Is that what the
yes, that was it.
That was our version of it.
Yes, that's it there, Grandpa.
Well, back in my day.
We didn't have the X Sports.
We didn't have no X Sports.
Play-Doh versus silly putty.
We just rode our bikes off houses.
Was all different colors. So every time you got it together, it was going to be brown no matter what you did.
Oh, silly putty?
Yeah. Or the Play-Doh. Silly putty, you could push onto the newspaper and peel it off, and then you got to stretch all the newsprint everywhere, when newspapers existed.
You could read your comics backwards.
Exactly, or like stretch them all
That's
over
how
the
we
place.
learned to read backwards.
Yes,
not reading
silly putty.
Right. Our kids never... They won't even know it's possible to read something backwards.
Not at all. What do they have that has that other than mirrors?
Exactly.
Yeah. And this was the weirdest one that I saw, which I did not even know existed in the day.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to love this. Milky, the Marvelous Milking Cow.
I do not
this
remember
was
that
actually
at
a
all.
thing in 1977, a popular toy. I have no idea. Maybe because I was 7, I didn't know, or maybe my parents were keeping me away from milking cows. I don't know.
I have in my head, I can almost see the commercial for it, but I don't know where we would have watched that or seen that.
Not at all.
But I don't remember from as a kid. But for some reason, this image is popping in my head right now. Yeah, whatever. Okay.
So you think you know that one?
I think I do.
Yeah,
but I can't remember it. But
those were all our little nostalgia, whatever.
Gotcha.
And there was always a couple of good ones. But yeah, yeah. And then of course, tied with that, I found a toy museum.
Oh, right.
I didn't know because I saw on the Today Show yesterday they were inducting their new toys
into the Toy
Hall
of Fame,
and those were the new ones of Transformers.
Okay,
Phase 10.
Phase 10?
Yes, the game, the card game. And,
okay.
And My Little Pony.
Oh, okay. Oh.
What did you think Phase 10 was?
I thought you were talking that it was the Transformers in Fate because they released them in different series, like series 1, series 2. And I was thinking they made like series 10 of
Phase
those
10 of Transformers.
And the fact that you were saying that it was the Phase 10 ones were now getting inducted. Like 1 through 9 had already made it, but 10 was just waiting for its change
because the 10 was the best. No. And then My Little Pony was the last one.
My Little Pony.
But recent ones included were baseball cards, which, baseball cards.
Old baseball cards, not new baseball cards.
I would say any baseball card. When they do this, it's everything like in the group.
It's that big an umbrella.
It's just that kind of thing where all baseball cards are the toy. Cabbage Patch Kids were in this one. I don't know if you remember this one, but the Fisher-Price corn popper. It's the thing on a stick that when you roll it around, it pops.
Pop.
It made annoying noises for all little babies and adults to listen to.
Oh, that's making it into the Hall of Fame?
It's already in. That was recent. This was recent. This was already.
Okay.
These are already in. Nerf, everything Nerf.
Anything Nerf, yes.
Yeah, all
Nerf. Yeah.
Definitely. Light Bright. Do you remember Light Bright?
Absolutely. Yeah. My sister had one.
Yeah. Yep. This next one, I am just beyond understanding why this was in there. Sand. Sand. And I'm like, okay, but
that's a good one.
Okay, but sand? I mean, as a toy?
I mean, yes, for sandboxes, I get it.
And the beach and digging, and it's sand. I mean, not really a toy.
I'm going to have to give that one more thought.
I would think so. Risk, the game Risk was on the next one.
My wife hates playing Risk with me.
Really? You guys play it though?
Not anymore.
Oh, it's one of those. It's been relegated to the back corner. Okay.
Never.
No problem.
Believe me, the table was cleared by someone who was angry.
Wow. Okay. The Atari 2600,
yes,
of course. That one's in there. Ball. Just ball.
Just a ball.
Just ball. Any kind of ball.
Flat. Doesn't have to bounce. Doesn't have to.
Just ball. It's just said ball.
Ball.
And this one was weird. Blanket. I mean, come on. Really?
A blanket.
Blanket was a toy. I get that you could make it into a fort.
I think
you
they're
can
full
have
of
it.
shit.
I'm just not sure. I think they were stretching a little bit, but as many toys as there are in the world, come on.
Yeah.
Hoop didn't make it. I mean, come on.
Hoop.
Nintendo.
Hula didn't make it.
The Hula. I'm sure it's in there. Nintendo Game Boy was also another one.
Mm-hmm. Had one of those original
But then
ones, yeah.
they also have at this museum, and it's $37 to go walk into this museum. You can do the museum, sky climb, and also the butterfly garden. They cover everything. But they have a video game Hall of Fame.
Oh,
and in some of these video games were interesting because I was seeing the ones that they had actually had into their Hall of Fame version. Asteroids.
Of course.
Right? Myst. Do you remember Myst? The video game
I played
Myst?
that on PC, though.
It is a PC one.
Was it a different game on the other?
Okay, so this is just video games, just anything.
Oh, just video games, anything.
In general.
As soon as it sent, or
as soon
Asteroids,
as I
was thinking
Asteroids, you were just
I was thinking like stand-up
Atari console
machines.
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, even that. But this, the one that they showed was the Atari cartridge.
Sorry.
For Asteroids, and I went, okay, but yes, as a concept, Asteroids, the whole thing would be in there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What was after that again? Myst. Yes, I remember. I played Myst on PC. Yes.
Right. Okay. Cool. Because I remember that too. The Ultima franchise. Do you remember that? It's like a D&D version of a video game, but it had like 7 different reach out
I'm gonna need to see pictures of that.
The Ultima franchise. Oh, it's really good. It was really good. Sim City was another one.
Yeah.
Resident Evil. Wii Sports was on that list.
Definitely.
What else do we got here?
Leisure Suit Larry?
No. Okay. So I didn't see all of them, but I don't know. It could have been.
Wasn't that like the first porn video game or something like that? Or the first game? Yeah. Leisure
Rated
Suit Larry.
R?
I don't know.
Maybe?
Like, I think like the characters could go like,
And
have special
probably,
lovey time
because
with each
GTA
other.
is on this one.
Well, yeah,
on the
GTA,
list too. Pong, of course.
Pong, yep.
Ms. Pac-Man, Zelda, and Tetris were on the list.
All right, cool. Did you ever watch the Tetris documentary?
I did not.
It was
I didn't
on.
get to that one.
I think it was on Hulu.
Right.
I'll have to double check. There were two of them, and one of them was good, and one of them wasn't. But the one that was good, I watched it, and it was It's the whole like how they got Tetris made and sold, or it's good.
Cool.
You see that? So, Mike, was that your toy stuff then?
That is all of my toy stuff, yes.
Okay, I had two toy things to add from earlier when we were talking, were talking about the hot Christmas.
The 2024 versions.
Right. What's hot this year to give your kids. So this just happened over the weekend, which I thought was hysterical. Mattel, the doll company.
The doll.
Yeah, that makes, Barbie and all the, the doll stuff like that.
Right.
They have a special tie-in with Wicked the movie.
Okay.
Which is coming out like next weekend or something like that.
Oh, please don't get me started.
Off the Broadway Wicked, all that stuff.
We were getting barraged with political ads. All the ads that got carried over are Wicked and Gladiator 2 ads.
Which is, it's Ariana Grande and who's the other?
I cannot come up with the name.
Yeah,
I don't know, but go ahead.
Anyway, so Mattel has a tie-in for the dolls for the Wicked movie and the different characters and stuff. So all the toy merchandise, so they made like, and they're in like Barbie doll boxes and stuff like that. And they're very, very like, that's pretty cool kind of thing. Over the weekend.
Do you want the name?
What name?
Cynthia Erivo.
Oh, right. Was she in The Bear? Who was the girl in The Bear? Sorry, the woman in The Bear, not the girl. Okay, whatever. Anyway,
sorry.
So over the weekend, people started noticing on the backs of these new Wicked the movie Mattel dolls.
Okay.
The website that's all like on the back by the barcode with, and then all the company disclaimer crap and stuff that they write on there. They always put their, the website on there.
Okay.
Well, the website that was printed on all the boxes is for wicked.com.
Oh.
And you might think, why is that such a bad thing? Because for a lot of our listeners who probably don't know this, Wicked is a porn company that makes porn movies. So they own www.wicked.com. And at Mattel, they put the wrong URL on. It was supposed to say wickedthemovie.com.
Oh, wow.
So they have all of these children's dolls out in the public for sale.
In the universe.
And they're out there with this URL for the kids on the back to go to wicked.com to go check out a porn site.
Character. Yeah, that's interesting.
In the porn version, I guess.
I'm guessing because everything needs to be.
So immediately Amazon and Target pulled all the dolls off the shelves Sunday evening, and I think all the other, but apparently
they didn't send out a press release to say please return these so we can get you a new one.
Because online they're selling from anywhere from $100 to $450 already. It was a doll that was $19.99.
Oh my goodness!
And they're selling for $100 up to $450, depending upon if you got one of the lead character dolls.
Of course.
And I'm just like, if you got the Ariana Grande one, with the link on the back to go to the Wicked porn site.
Wow, good God!
That's
kind of crazy.
Anyway, so the other thing I saw this week that I was like, oh, that's so cute, I should get these. I saw an ad on my Instagram for cuddle clones. Do you know what a cuddle clone is?
No.
Cuddle clone is you can make a bobblehead version of your cat or your dog.
Oh.
So you send them pictures and then they, make sure it's like they'll mold it. It's probably like 3D printed, I don't know, whatever, and then they paint it. I don't know, something like that. But it looks like your dog, and it's a bobblehead version. I was like, oh my God, those are so cute. I would love to get, Butters and Reese and get like a little, guess how much they cost per doll?
Okay, so you could almost 3D print the same thing if you got it, but it's all
okay. It's supposed to be a quick answer, Dave. $129, which is absurd to get
for a
bobblehead version of your dog.
Okay, so you want to, in my head, you called it a cuddle clone, right? I thought it was going to be
something pornographic,
lab created clone of you, small, that you have to cuddle with and keep, you know. Wouldn't that be cool?
That's absolutely terrifying.
You would think. In my head, you said cuddle clone, and I was trying to figure it out because you basically.
Like, what the hell is a cuddle
clone?
Oh my gosh, that is way too funny. This past week, or actually November 1st, came out the brand new Cure record. And The Cure has been one of my favorite mope rock bands since high school, as Dave will tell you.
Is that the actual
mope rock
category?
Well, I mean, when you think mope rock, you think like, the Smiths, The Cure,
Okay.
Coldplay.
Mope rock.
Oh, no, not Coldplay.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
It's been 16 years since The Cure released a new record. And they released their new record, and the charts came out last night or Sunday night, and that it came out as like the number one record on the rock Billboard chart, on the alternative, on the vinyl record, on the independent record store sales charts. It was like, and it was like number 4 on Billboard's top 200.
What about the mope chart? The mope.
Oh, that'd be alternative. That's probably the mope chart. It was number one on that.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
cool.
Alternative, yeah. So it was number one on that.
Okay.
The new Cure record is brilliant. It is so good. I can't believe it's been 16 years waiting for a new record.
They had plenty of time to perfect it.
They did, and they did. They spent a shitload of time. I listened to it the first night on my studio headphones.
Okay.
And just had to look, so I just like closed my eyes and like, okay, listen to the new Cure record. Yay, woo. And like it's going, and it's just amazing to hear, like, on one of the songs, the drums, the toms, when he goes around hitting the toms, it feels like you're sitting there right in front of the drum kit in the room. Because I listened to it in Atmos Dolby as well. So it was just like you could hear all of the layers of just, amazing how it's just, They spent 16 years doing this, and they did a fantastic job. They've given the Cure fans the record that they wanted, because their previous 2 records before that, I'll just say it sucked. And
16 years.
Yeah. You're I'm going to say like 18 and probably 20 maybe years ago. Yeah, those 2 records were terrible. So it's been probably a good 20 years since we've heard a good Cure record, and this one just like it knocks it out of the park. It gives the fans what we want. It's one of those records that, Disintegration was their big, huge record in the US. It was most successful, and Cure fans all love it, think it's this perfect record. So this new record, there was leaks coming out saying that, it's like going to be like the sequel to Disintegration, which we never got, because they kind of went off into like a more different direction after that. And I listened to it, and it feels like to me the record that would have gone before Disintegration on how they got there. Okay. Because there's a mix from their previous record, Kiss Me, Kiss Me, Kiss Me, and like that you can hear the sound of the band changing over their records, and this just snugs right in there back into, 89 or whatever year it was when Disintegration came out.
Right.
It's been a task for me, because November 1st is also the same day when I start listening to Christmas music nonstop until December 25th.
Yes.
Literally.
Yes, we caught that on Friday.
Will not listen to anything else but Christmas music from November 1st through December 25th. I won't listen to it the rest of the year.
After that.
But yeah, because December 25th that night when I go to sleep, click, it's off, and I don't listen to it.
Right. Deprogram the entire radio.
Yeah, exactly. And now I totally forgot what I was saying. Oh, so 20 years, yeah. And it's just, the record that everybody's been wanting, and the last 2 are crap, and we're glad that, Robert Smith still hasn't like died, and, is still, putting out mope rock music for us mope rock fans.
Perfect.
So that was all. That actually went on a little longer than I expected.
I had nothing to add, if you couldn't tell.
Because Dave's the biggest Cure fan.
I was like,
oh my God. Like,
okay, but I don't
you should have
even know
seen him
what to
with
really...
the hair and the eye makeup in high school. I think I have
such
a picture.
A mope.
He was.
He was such a mope.
So goth.
When I had
gothic.
hair, it was so dark. Yes.
Yeah. Gothic.
Of goth. Yes. Black, just pitch black.
Yeah, Dave doesn't like the Cure. That's fine. It's
not
okay. It's not the Cure's not everybody's cup of tea.
It's not true.
So, and I get
that. I
that.
do listen to some of the Cure songs. It's just I had nothing to add to that. Like I don't know the nuances of music like you do, because you were in the industry. You actually were knee deep in music, so you know those types of things. To me, I really don't nuance it that way.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense? I guess
so. I definitely do listen to music differently. Like the
I would say
absolute last thing
really
I actually listen
yourself.
to when I hear songs are the words actually being said. because I listen to the melody first, and then you got your vocal melodies, and then what's the guitar doing? Oh, there's a second guitar because there's no way that guitar could play that guitar part, so that's got that second guitar part. Oh, and that's buried over there. And I listen to the layers, and I start going down the list basically, through the instruments of picking. Okay, that's that, and I've listened to songs like hundreds of times, and I don't know the words to the song. I can sing you the melody that the words were sang in and make up new words, which I often do, which drives my wife crazy. And she's like, those aren't the words. I'm like, I know, because I don't remember. I just like the song.
This works. That's perfect.
Everybody know that one?
Oh,
no, don't name it because I don't want people to have to, I don't want to have to pay royalties. If
that's perfect. Exactly.
There we go. Just a song from the 90s, from a 90s kind of like power rock band.
Not Mope.
Yeah, not Mope. They were very, whatever. Anyway, oh my gosh. So Star Wars, did you hear that they have officially said that the Star Wars episodes 10, 11, and 12.
Oh, no, I did not hear
They now
this.
have their director-writer for it, and who's going to be doing, his name is Simon Kinberg. He's a British screenwriter and producer. He has been hired to develop the trilogy and continue the Skywalker saga.
Oh,
I'm like,
really?
So, and I'm trying to think, end of Return of the Jedi. So,
do they have anyone left to bring out of the mothballs? I mean, it seems like they've kind of gone to the well there, right?
Yeah, but I'm just trying to think story-wise. Do we find out where Han and Leia, and do they,
but it's a continuation, so it's.
But then we know they have kids, because then it would be before Force Awakens.
Right.
But so how is it going to continue in the saga, in the Skywalker saga, is what I'm saying. I mean, as a Star Wars movie, yes, with the characters, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But they're saying it's supposed to be part of that Skywalker saga that we've already seen in episodes 1 through,
okay.
I don't know. So we'll see. There is no timeline for release yet. So my guess, honestly, boldly, is 2030.
Well, okay. So there's that. What about the Lando? Wasn't there supposed to be a Lando Calrissian?
There was the
individual
movie
one?
Yeah, it was just the one movie and it bombed.
Yeah.
It was like,
did it come out?
Yes.
I don't even remember it coming out. Lando.
Yes.
I remember the Han one.
Yeah, there was the Han one.
And Lando.
I thought the Lando one came out.
I don't remember it.
I swear. I thought, okay.
Was it that bad that we don't remember it at
Joanne
all?
in Texas, fact check for us.
Yes,
we need a fact check. Did they do a Lando Calrissian movie?
Lando Calrissian movie.
Right.
I heard it was on the books, along with, every other Disney process seems to they towed it at the D23 and then they dial everything back because of excitement between one level or another, because wasn't there like a Blade coming out for DC?
I think there's
that one got nixed. I was like,
but was that a Wesley Snipes issue, or?
It wasn't, because I don't think they were going to drag him.
No, he wasn't going to be the lead. He would come in as like.
No, they don't do that either, because his character was the Blade. So they're started with a whole new actor.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I think, I don't think that was going to be the case, but.
Okay. Well, so I also heard that apparently Paul King, who's the director of Wonka, the latest one that came out, the Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah, I like it.
What's his name? Timothy Chalamet?
Chalamet? Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay. So, yeah, the new Wonka that came out just, a year or two ago.
Right.
That you guys saw it in the theater, and I finally watched it. You guys. Hey, you guys.
You guys got
we moved upstate New York, and you guys went and checked that out at the theaters. I waited to stream because I'm a cheap bastard. Okay, sorry.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, so Wonka, the first one, and I'm not a musical fan, and I enjoyed it as a musical, but I loved the original Willy Wonka, as well. So anyway, he says they are about halfway through a draft right now, but they have the story, they know where it's going, and they know what they want to do with it. And they said they want to take Wonka out on a global trek to find, which is in the story that, that he was a master candy maker because all that
looking
stuff.
For recipes.
Looking for recipes in all the wrong places. Anyway, so they have no timeline on that being released either, but that is a Wonka 2 is official. It's being written. That should be out sometime. And the one last thing I had on the TV and movie stuff is Macaulay Culkin from Home Alone.
Oh, yeah.
Is set to appear in a recurring role on season 2 of Fallout on Amazon Prime.
Oh, really?
And I was like, okay, cool.
Okay.
That it's weird because I watched all of Fallout. We discussed it on a previous episode.
We did.
And I liked it.
Yes.
But didn't love it. There were things I kind of picked at in it, and I was just kind of middle of the road on it. Like season 2. I mean, Macaulay fucking Culkin, I'm watching.
Are you?
I am watching.
That's going to pull you in. That one's going to pull you in other than the story.
If they could also get Lou Diamond Phillips and Anthony Michael Hall, oh my God.
Oh my God, the trifecta.
Oh my God, that would just be crushing it, right?
Yes, that would be the trifecta that would draw me in. Yes, definitely.
Lord. Okay, let's quickly go through NFL Blitz.
Okay, real quick.
Who won?
We've got Ravens, Panthers, Patriots, 49ers, Chiefs again, and they barely won. They blocked it. They're 9-0. They blocked the winning field goal that saved the game at the very end.
Went back and then won it.
Yeah, they won it. They blocked the guys who were going to kick it. They blocked it. I was like, geez, that's like a hard percentage to block a field goal.
Yeah.
Bills, Steelers, and the Steelers, they beat the Commanders by 1 point. It was actually a good
lost.
Game. Yeah. Vikings, Saints, Chargers, Cardinals, Eagles, Lions, and Dolphins.
Yep, those pesky
and Dolphins
Eagles.
Becomes the 1-11 Florida winning this weekend.
Yeah,
that was that one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was got. Yeah. All right, cool. And Jeremy Roenick got inducted into the NHL Hall of Fame this week.
Nice.
Who I've actually met Jeremy. I've got some pictures with me with Jeremy and stuff. Blah blah. We went to the same middle school back in for half a year back in way too long ago. Anyway, so I was happy that Jeremy Roenick got inducted into the Hall of Fame, and so that was. There were a couple of people. Pavel Datsyuk, who was with the Red Wings, and won the Stanley Cups with the Red Wings, and beating the Caps, and that was Datsuk's rookie season with the Red Wings. Was the year when they beat the Caps in '98. Yeah, at the Stanley Cup. Yeah, and that was Datsuk's rookie year, and I was just like, that kid. Okay. I was like, yeah, that kid's pretty good.
That one,
he's going somewhere.
Okay.
He just made it to the Hall of Fame.
Oh, that's
God!
perfect.
Now I really fucking feel old. Now I really fucking feel old.
You got that one. Yes, you saw it. Yeah.
Oh my God! Nice. Where's our scream? I'm done.
It's called this one. That's funny. That's funny.
All right, that's all I got.
Okay, well, I had Thanksgiving stuff, but we can bring it up next week.
I have some other stuff too. We've got one more week before that, and
that'll be perfect because that'll get everyone ready to go for Thanksgiving.
Right, I'll see you next week. Bye.
Definitely. Bye.
Pern Dave, Let's Talk is brought to you by, Pern Dave and
Play-Doh Fun Factory.
It's like watching your dog poop. And the good people at Toblerone.
The airport chocolate.
Till next time.